Good evening to all of you. We can start the discussion. So it's very great pleasure for all of us. Today, Srinivas Rao Sir is with us to have the view on your question and answer. So we both will try to handle the question one by one each, and we'll try to share our view, whatever we have. And it's a very also one more good thing that the Finance Act 2023 is also pleasure for all of us. Today, Srinivas Rao Sir is so Finance Act is also with us, and that 8 notification has been issued, and more or less some are for amnesty scheme, and some are against the taxpayer also. The time limit of 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20 has been extended for 73 subsection 10 ka order. So all this stuff are there. Yes, I request everyone to kindly ask the question so that we can share our view. Very good evening to all of you. And Srinivasan sir, I hope आपने भी YouTube start कर दिया और वहाँ पे आपको comment section दिख रहा होगा, right?
एक मिनट सर.
Please. 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. आपको YouTube पे mute करना पड़ेगा और YouTube को mute करना पड़ेगा. So all this stuff are there. Yes, I request everyone. So like I'll show you that I have opened that YouTube like this. Okay, and also I have muted this. ठीक है, तो ये मैंने म्यूट कर दिया, and now I can see the question in the right side. So very good evening to all. So I request everyone to share the question which you like to discuss with us, so that we can have the view, and also we are obliged to have the Srinivasan sir with us, so that we have the varieties of the view on the different questions. So Srinivasan sir, आपने open कर लिया YouTube?
Opened it, sir, but I'm getting a little bit confused. First time.
No problem. So I'll repeat once again. In the YouTube, there is a volume button. You have to stop that voice. You can mute YouTube ka video, so that only the question will come and we can have the discussion. So once it is done, you can unmute yourself also, so that we can start the discussion. So there is a question. Meanwhile, I think, is it done? Sir, no problem. You take your own time, no problem, because it is first time. And similarly, I request everyone, if anybody like to participate in this live discussion as a speaker. So I request everyone to please share the contact number. After the video is being uploaded, we would be honored to have your presence, and it would be great for all of us. So मैं सभी से रिक्वेस्ट करूं, एक बार हिंदी में भी मैं बात कर लेता हूं. अगर कोई भी स्पीकर अगर क्वेश्चन का आंसर देने के लिए मेरे साथ में स्पीक स्पीकर बनना चाहते हैं, कोई स्पीकर बनना चाहते हैं, तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा इस संडे के लाइव डिस्कशन में अगर कोई भी कोई स्पीकर बनना चाहता है तो प्लीज शेयर द कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर एंड नेम वुड ऑलवेज ऑल्सो बी देयर। और आप किसी को जानते हैं जो बन सकता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप वीडियो देख रहे हैं लेकिन आपको मालूम है कि सर ये बन सकते हैं और ये बनना चाहते हैं, तो काइंडली शेयर द डिटेल्स so that we can request that faculties or speaker and to add in the subsequent live discussion. I would be really great for all of us and I would be very happy for that. So Srinivasan sir, we can is it okay? And वो हो गया आपका YouTube वाला, तो आप, मैं अनम्यूट कर रहा हूँ आपको, आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट कीजिए जूम में, तो आपकी आवाज सभी को सुनाई देगी।
Right.
Okay. So you can see the question of first question. CMA Abhay Thomas ji.
Yeah.
So I request you to share your view on this particular question. How to reconcile the turnover under construction between R1 and the completion method?
This is a question between the different two acts, that is GST as well
Correct. Correct.
Income Tax Act.
Correct.
So it is a reconciliation statement. We have to make the turnover arrived as per this and as per the income tax records.
Yes, fully agree with you that you have to make the reconciliation, and that would be obviously the accounting method, whatever you are using the accounting standard for doing the accounting. Okay, in the same manner you have to prepare the reconciliation and you can submit the same when it is being asked by the officer. So GST Hub Ara समर जी नमस्कार, एंड उन्होंने क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि what is the relevance of 7310 in general practice? Can we say the officer can pass any order on the extended, not any order, only 73 का order ना? See, we know that the tax, interest and penalty can be determined either under section 73 or section 74. So the time limit of 73, which was going to expire on September 23, now it has been extended to December 23. So what do you mean by any other order? Do you mean by like best judgment assessment? Do you mean by that like 61 कोई भी section 62 उन सब के order की बात करें? In my view, not. So the only time limit of 7310 has been extended, means not any other order has been extended. Srinivasan sir, आपका कोई view additional differing? अभी question का मैं तो
I think only the thing which is, as I said, it is the right 7310, which is we will go with 73.2 coming to 9 and then 7310. 3 months time is extended. That's it for the first year and next to 2 months.
Great. So I request Srinivasan sir kindly see the question of Asu Chopra ji and share your view, please.
That per stock का ITC revised होगा. Taxable goods market value per year cost price. Not able to understand the question, sir. This one. Ashish ji, can you repeat your question properly, please?
डेथ पर स्टॉक का आईटीसी रिवाइज्ड होगा, टैक्सेबल गुड्स मार्केट वैल्यू पर या कॉस्ट. फाइन. आईटीसी, let me give the Asu Chopra ji, I request kindly frame the question again so that we can clearly understand and share our correct view whatever we have. ठीक है. So next question, Srinivasan sir, Subha Rao ji का question है, and you have to because we have to speak in English, considering the name, that because it is our southern part of brother.
Yes. For the financial year 22-23 onwards, what exactly mean the by words onwards on why this word has been used? The late fees has been reduced under this by this notification and so whatever the rationalization has been done, it will be from the financial year 22-23 onwards. For the previous periods, some reduction in the rates has been given if the returns has been filed within the particular period 1st June to sorry, 1st April to 30th June 2023. I think Mr. Subbarao, your question is answered.
So right, let me take the question of Asu Chopra ji. Asu Chopra ji is saying ITC 0 for not filing ki penalty kya hai? So I don't find that there is a specific penalty for the ITC 04. So max to max, what can they officer can do? Officer can impose the general penalty. Srinivas sir, any different view?
No, sir, it's the same. There's no
Same.
specific penalty has been proposed on the for ITC 04.
So एडवोकेट संदीप तोमर जी का क्वेश्चन मैं ले रहा हूं एंड देन यू कैन टेक द सीएमए अभय सर का क्वेश्चन. सर बिल टू शिप टू को केस में क्या जो डायरेक्ट सप्लायर है उसको भी टैक्स इनवॉइस देना है जब मटेरियल मूवमेंट करता है या बाद में, क्योंकि जिसने गुड्स भेजा है उसने अपना टैक्स इनवॉइस भेजा है. तो मेरे हिसाब से आप, मैं समझ गया. सी व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम in the bill to ship to model, like Srinivasan sir is my supplier and you are my customer, Sandeep ji. So I have requested Srinivasan sir to send the material directly to you. So when they are sending the material, so you mean to say that which invoice we need to send? So I can say either the invoice of supplier, we can make the we can make the e-way bill, or you can use my, or I can use my tax invoice to make the e-way bill. Whatever the document which we have used for the purpose of e-way bill, that should be the part of my documentation. Might be in the market, I have seen that the officer are raising the penalty. On what basis they are raising the penalty? They are saying that भाई आपने श्रीनिवासन सर का इनवॉइस अटैच नहीं किया, और अगर मैंने उनका अटैच किया तो they are saying that you have not attached your invoice. So, but as per the law, I don't find that I have to attach both the invoice while doing the transit. So that is my view. That is my view. Yeah. If you have any counter question, kindly raise. I request Srinivasan sir to take the question of CMA Abhay Thomas ji.
Abhay ji, Mr. CMA Abhay Thomas ji is asking, sir, how can you elaborate on joint development agreement valuation aspect as well as ITC?
Sir is expert for the real estate. So whenever I face any difficulty or whenever any question comes, whether it is query team or whether it is membership or whether it is live discussion, I will directly route to the Srinivasan sir. Thanks that you have asked this question, and over to you, sir. Sir,
in joint development agreement, we will have valuation concept for the construction services provided by the builder to the landlord, and transfer of development right services provided by the landlord to the builder. Only here in these two cases, valuation concept will come into picture because it is a barter system. There is no consideration. Only it is other than monetary consideration. So for the valuation of construction service, we have to go first agreement entered between the third party other than the landlord and the builder. The value of that one will be the construction service provided to the landlord. And for the transfer of development right, it will be the latest agreement made to the date of issue of occupancy certificate. That valuation we have to adopt. This is applicable from 1/4/2019.
So now the question of Asu Chopra ji has given the revised question. See, that per taxable goods ka ITC reverse hoga, which price, cost या market? So I can share my view. See, for example, if I'll read the section 29 subsection 5, ठीक है ना? So if there is any stock is there, then I can say whatever the value, whatever the selling price would be there, you need to pay the GST of that. Here the question is reversal will not come. See, I can put in two parts. The part number one, whatever the stock you have to pay the GST on the market value. Point number one. And after making the payment of any tax liability, if you have the balance of input tax credit in any ledger, that you need to reverse. So there will be two compliances. I can say the 29(5). First, you have to pay the GST on the stock, and then subsequently you have to reverse the ITC if there is an excess balance. On making the payment, yes, it can be the transaction value, because we all know that GST is the transaction value. So you can apply the transaction value, and if it is between related party, then the question of valuation or open market value would come. That would be my answer. Sir, I would request Pijus Darji ka question aap lijiye, sir. You are able to see the question of Pijus?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So please.
From regular to composition, a registered person want to shift from regular registration to composition scheme. He has to file ITC 0. Sir, is it is 01?
Sorry.
It has to be ITC has to be reversed from regular scheme to composition scheme. I think you handle this question, sir, please.
I think CMP02 would be the form, but yes, you can check the form number. It would be the
There's a form
CMP02
in
or
form of
CMP01.
CMP02 has to be filed for moving from regular to composition, and for reversal of ITC, there's a particular form prescribed. We have to file that form within 30 days.
Correct. Reversal of ITC would be either you can do through ITC 03, that is the reversal of input tax credit. So ITC 01 is the form for taking the ITC. ITC
reversal.
The merger amalgamation. ITC 3 would be the reversal of ITC.
Sir, can you elaborate how GST charged on real estate transaction?
Issue still will not issue. Sir, financially 22-23 turnover is 10 crore. Can we take e-registration now or any issue? No, you can take now, so that you can create login ID password, because you are covered by e-invoicing provision. Any preceding financial year turnover exceeding 10 crore. Then you are covered by invoicing provision. Create your login ID password. Now, after that, whenever you are generating the invoice, then you can make the invoice. Like simply creating the user ID password will not create any issue.
Mr. Ravikant Kankawadi, sir, can you elaborate how GST charged on real estate transaction? Mr. Ravikant, here you mean to say that sale of properties? See, we can see that if it is a commercial property, we have to charge the rate of 12%. Net rate it is 18% rate, and 1/3 value of the land is deduction given as a deduction, standard deduction, and the balance is 2/3, which comes to 12%. On your all collections, you have to pay at the rate of 12%, and you are eligible for input tax credit. In case of it is a residential property, it is at the rate of 5%, and the input tax credit is not allowed.
Next question is GST for filing GST return when we are need to have CS certificate. Not remember. See, normally CS certificate would be required if the amount is more than 2 lakh, but for closing stock, I think verification of stock, is it? Srinivas sir.
In case of any stocks are there or any credit ledger balances are there, then we need, for all the purposes, it is required that all the things are correct or not. There is no monetary limit for filing GST at 10 CS certificate.
Okay. Thank you. Why both are not coming? So next question, sir. Heman Joshi ji, in RCM for payment of the GST, location of supplier located to be seen. So you have to see the location of supplier. See, for RCM, I think you are asking that which payment to be made, whether it would be CGST, SGST, and IGST. So for that, you need to decide 2 transactions. You need to decide 2 locations. One is the location of supplier, and second is place of supply. LOR would be ignored. It will not be looked into. What is the place of supply? We have all the section 10, 11, 12, 13. You can determine based on that what would be the place of supply. Once you decided the place of supply, then you check the location of supplier, not the recipient. If both are in same, it will be C plus S, or if it is indifferent, then it would be I. Sir, request to take the next question.
Yeah, e-way bill created 5 days before. Truck is breakdown, party rejected order, goods between return कर सकते हैं क्या? E-way bill में address change कर सकते हैं, goods कर सकते हैं. Yeah. See, I think this is your question is that you have moved the goods to your customer and your vehicle got the breakdown. That is the reason your customer has rejected the material and it has to be returned from in between. From then again, you have to make another fresh e-way bill and make a credit note from the point where the goods are lying and to your godown place, and you have to raise a credit note to the customer.
Fine. Next question, Sri Kumar C. In case the dealer pays the undisputed tax 73 before filing the reply within 30 days, I think there will not be any penalty on the final order which has to be waived in 70. That okay na? So before SCN, no penalty. After SCN, within 30 days, again they will not raise any penalty. So based on the like DRC 01A, if we make the payment, then there will be no so cause notice and there will be no penalty. Similarly, if the SCN has been issued within 30 days, you have make the payment of taxes. Again, there would be no penalty. That is the benefit of the section 73. Correct. There is a lot of question.
Mr. Srikumar C. Disputed tax has been allowed in appeal. The Joint Commissioner appeal has dropped to drop the penalty in such cases. Please clarify. It has been allowed in appeal.
Disputed tax has been allowed in appeal. JC appeal has to drop the penalty in such cases.
Consequential proceedings also will be dropped accordingly. Once the main appeal has been allowed, so next penalty also will go off along with the main appeal.
Next question I'm taking, CMA Abhay sir, is composition scheme be adopted by cement bricks manufacturer? Composition scheme cannot be opted by manufacturer. Na? See, it is being, if you see the restricted category in section 10 subsection 2 or in section 10 subsection 2A, there is a one annexure in which they are saying manufacturing of these items are under prohibited category. So earlier it was there like ice cream, pan masala, tobacco. Now these bricks has also been added. As a result, you cannot go for composition. So you have the only one option that under regular category, either 6% without ITC or 12% with normal ITC.
Yes. Sir, 18/7/22 से rate of works on contracts increased to 18%. जुलाई से पहले काम किया हुआ है, जुलाई में पेमेंट रिसीव हुआ और रिसिपेंट ने 12% ही GST दिया, बट GST रिटर्न में 18% जमा हुआ क्या? Say, when your agreement time of supply के हिसाब से होता है, when the contract has been executed and work has been completed and work has been certified prior to 18 July 17/22, then you have to pay at the rate of 12%. Otherwise, it has to be paid at the rate of 18% only. If any price difference variation, you have to talk to your contractor, and it's a mere contract agreement. You have to revise your terms of agreement.
So next question, Sri Kumar C. Can we go for the Gujarat High Court decision on the actual cost of the land when we sell the flat instead of the taking 1/3 cost? So probably answer would be yes. But if you are in the Gujarat, then definitely you can go. But still the Gujarat High Court decision and SLP has already been filed by the center against that order. So you cannot rely because it is not now we have to wait for the final judgment given by the Supreme Court. So that would be my view.
Can I add a point in this?
Yeah. I think you're talking about the Munjal by Manish by judgment.
Yeah, Gujarat. In that case, the case particulars are very particular about that case. All other agreements may not be in the similar condition. It depends upon again the agreements terms of the agreement. Criteria will be that mainly.
Perfect. So सर सलीम अंसारी जी का क्वेश्चन आप लेंगे सर प्लीज।
हाँ, क्या ऐसा करना ठीक है? ये क्लाइंट को 12% ही GST जमा करना चाहिए था, मार्च के रिटर्न में अमेंड करके 12% पे GST को।
अच्छा, पीछे वाले क्वेश्चन से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन
सलीम अंसारी 18% 12% 1 मिनट क्या आंसर रिटर्न में अमेंड करके 12% पे एडजस्ट कर। If you have any adjustments, you can take it up in March return. No issues. It will not be any problem. If you feel that the rate applied is a higher rate and you have to bring it down, you can bring it down, make an amendment or pass a debit note. Vice versa also you can do that.
So next question, Arun Kumar ji ka hai, if registered person take the input but made the payment after 180 days, what will be the consequence? So that the 2 point can be two possibilities, sir. Depend upon the officer. Either one way that he can only charge the interest suppose I have to make the payment 180 days and you are making the payment, let's say 200 days. Then you can ask only for the interest for 20 days. Or I have seen some cases in which what the department is doing, they are still saying kindly reverse that ITC, and then you have to take again in the subsequent return. So probably they can demand in that way also. So the two practice, yes, it's going on in the market, depend upon the I can say case to case.
Yeah. Mr. Kapil Slangar, sir, if we sell fixed asset, this will show turnover in GST, turnover in AS and on GST portal, but in books, this sale details will not be included in books turnover. How to deal with this difference? You have to make a reconciliation statement and keep it ready whenever it is required. You have to show it to the department. In case if you are filing GST or 9C, you can add as a reconciliation statement. Otherwise, it is open reconciliation statement. You have to keep it ready. Whenever it is required, you have to show it to the department.
Mahendra Jainji, in case of the redevelopment builder, sir, request you to take this question, please.
In case redevelopment builder is liable for GST under
RCM.
But when tenant take extra area, again the builder is liable or tenant. If tenant, what is the value of GST? If in case redevelopment is liable for GST under RCM, but what when tenant take extra area? In redevelopment agreement, Mr. Mahendraji, can you reframe your question, please?
Fine. So correct. Kindly reframe your question and then we'll definitely give the answer. Meanwhile, I'm taking the next question. Himanshu Kumarji, sir, last month to take the input for the financial year 22-23, what are the conditions? So we all know 16 subsection 4, the last date to take the ITC is the 30th November. So now there will be no like that due date of the return. Please make a note that now 30th November would be the cutoff date. So you can file any return by 30th November, whatever the return you file, you have to take. So I can say max to max, it could be the October month return. If it is under monthly scheme, if it is under QRMP, then September 23 return would be the last return to take the input tax credit for missing ITC for the financial 22-23. Before moving to the Srinivas sir, meanwhile, I will say Kishorji, your question is not appearing to the list of the question. So I request, please post once again because it's not visible to all of us. Srinivasan sir, kindly take the next, please.
Yeah. Can a works contract apply refund under inverted duty structure? No, sir. Works contract are specifically excluded for the refund process.
Very nice. Correct. Absolutely correct. Great. Sasangorji, what is the penalty if builder purchase the cement from unregistered supplier exceed 20%? So it means you are liable to pay the tax, but you not pay the tax. Correct. So I can say it will become under section 73 or it can come under section 74. So there would be the tax at plus interest plus penalty depending upon under which section he is routing the transactions. So if 73, then there would be no penalty till the order. And if it is 74, then there will be the slab rate like 15%, 25%, 50% or 100%. Advocate Sandeep Tomarji, sir, over to you.
Sir, do registered dealer आसपास में बिलिंग कर सकते हैं जबकि कैश के थ्रू पेमेंट भी कर सकते हैं प्रोपराइटर डिफरेंट है जी
कैश के थ्रू पेमेंट भी सर दो रजिस्टर्ड डीलर आप आसपास में बिलिंग कर समझा नहीं मैं
The question is not clear, sir.
So, sir, do registered dealer. Suppose I and Srinivasan sir are near to that. We can do the billing. Cash के through payment भी कर सकते हैं. Yes, we can do the payment in cash. In the GST, there is no problem. In the income tax, yes, there is a restriction of 10,000 or 2 lakh, whatever. Different है GST में कोई issue. अच्छा, he saying that एक ही proprietor के दो GST number है. Is it? सर आई रिक्वेस्ट संदीप जी एक बार रिफ्रेम कीजिए क्वेश्चन और वापस दीजिए क्योंकि थोड़ी क्लैरिटी पेंडिंग है. एम आई राइट श्रीनिवास?
यस सर, नॉट एबल टू क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन.
करेक्ट. तो संदीप जी एक बार वापस क्वेश्चन पुट कीजिए सो दैट वी कैन अगेन ट्राई टू शेयर आवर व्यू.
Sir, I'd like to go back to Mr. Shashank Gore. What is the penalty if the builder purchases of cement from unregistered suppliers?
Yeah, please.
If the builder is a residential property builder, it will not, it is, if the purchase cement is from unregistered dealer, he has to pay at the rate of 28% rate applicable as on the date of the cement in a regular monthly under RCM. If it is a commercial builder, property builder, then no RCM is required. And if for residential builder, if it, purchase is from unregistered partner and it has been paid under RCM, it will be included in the 80% category.
Can you repeat once again, sir? It would be new thing for all of us.
Fine. See, builder, when the concept of builder and cement comes out, builder is either he will be a residential property builder or a commercial property builder. For residential property builder, purchase of cement from unregistered vendor is restricted. It has to be paid under reverse charge mechanism on monthly basis.
Okay.
For a commercial builder, there is no restrictions. He can procure from unregistered vendor.
Okay. Okay. So next question, I think
Mr. Ashu Chopra, amnesty scheme. Amnesty scheme में ITC claim मिलेगा?
नहीं, कभी नहीं मिलता, कभी नहीं मिलता. Also, what is the time limit? Sasank Gaur ji ka question ले रहा हूँ. I think what is the time limit to claim the refund of the GST by buyer after cancelling the deal? The time limit would be 2 years only from the date of the cancellation. So in this case, there is a recent circular has also been issued. If the contract is being cancelled, then within 2 years from the date of the cancellation, that is the relevant date which has been fixed, and this is the time limit. Sir, I request to take next question, or if you like to add in the past, you can.
Next question, Mr. Kishore Rirgani, can you repost your question, please?
He has reposted. Fine, no problem.
We'll take up. If the development agreement entered into on March 2013, but actual construction has started in March 2018, then if it is liable, who will pay? If started after 1st April, who will be liable? Fine. Development agreement, time of supply is in 2013. So in service tax, it is a barter system is not included. So JDA, signing of JDA, transfer of development, is not taxable in the service tax era, and it cannot be taxed now. Time of supply is over in the period itself. And for the construction services provided by the builder to the landlord is liable as on the date of completion of the occupancy. And as I said, the transfer of development right is not taxable, so RCM will not come into picture. If started after 1st April 2019, then also the same situation. Only construction services will be liable.
Next question, sir, profit on sale of fixed asset will be included in the turnover calculation when it comes in the GST turnover? Profit on sale of fixed asset, answer would be yes. Because see, whether taxable supply or exempt supply, everything we have to add in the aggregate turnover. So definitely there is a margin which so again, if it is a sale of car, like for example, I'm taking the example of sale of car, we know that the GST need to be paid on the profit margin. But in case of any other asset, we have to pay the GST on the transaction value. So not only the profit, so it will be the entire value which we have to add, the total transaction value which we have to add in the aggregate turnover, not only the profit margin. Sir, over to you for next question.
Yeah. My client is importer. I sell to single party. Now he is raised debit note due to dollar rate fluctuation. So he can now raise whole year now. My client is importer. I sell to single party. Now he raised debit note due to dollar rate fluctuation.
He can see now he would like to raise the debit. So I think there is no problem. Na?
There is no problem. They can raise it.
They can raise it.
At the time of making the agreement, contract may be 70 rupees dollar rate, and at the time of delivery, it would have been gone to 80 rupees. For the differential $10, you can raise depending upon your price and contract agreement.
Sir, can one point be possible? I'm just asking for discussion point of view. This question, like to discuss my doubt with you. Say, for example, I have sold the goods in the month of January, in the month of February, in the month of March, like going on. Okay. And in our agreement, there is a written that whatever the fluctuation is there, I will raise the debit note for that. So in that case, for example, January, the fluctuations is on daily basis. So I think we have to see the agreement, and
That's-
accordingly we have to calculate the time of supply. For example, the agreement says monthly basis, you have to calculate. Then in that case, there may be the problem that if I raise the consolidated, might be because of time of supply. I feel so. Any addition or any?
See, import the documentation or importing of goods may be happening not on a regular or hourly basis. It will be
He is asking that importer is selling. Okay,
that is a
importer
question
is
of
selling to one
import.
party.
Yeah,
Is it?
he's importing and selling it.
Selling to one party, and to
One party.
the party to whom he is selling.
Specific order. It will be a specific order.
Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, we'll move to the next question. In Supreme Court decision, shall I move now, sir?
Please.
I'm taking the question of Kishorji. In Supreme Court decision given in regard with work contract to claim the ITC, Supreme Court decision given in regard to the work contract. See, not the Supreme Court. See, there is a one notification 15/2017. So not the work contractor is excluded by the Supreme Court in any decision like Mohit Mandal, but that particular is being restricted in the, there are two restrictions. For goods, I have to refer the notification 4/2017, if I'm not wrong. And for the 5/2017, and for the services in the inverted duty, there is a one notification that is 15/2017, and because of that, sir has given the view that you cannot claim the refund of if you are the supplier of work contract. Sir, Asu Chopra ji ka question, sir, over to you.
E-way will create before 2 days. Truck is breakdown. Goods between on the way. Party rejected the goods. क्या in between हम E-way bill में change करके goods वापस कर सकते हैं? The same repetitive question. Now, previously it has been put under 5 days. Same here, Ashok, you have started the movement of goods from your, say, let us say from Delhi to Kanyakumari, the goods are moving. In between, the truck had got stuck up, and because of delay in delivery of the goods, your customer has rejected. Now the goods are not required. The purpose of it has been resolved, not required. So you take back your goods. In that circumstances, the goods are lying, let us say, in the Gujarat, and movement has started from Delhi. So from Gujarat, where the goods are lying, you have to generate another e-way bill for bringing back the goods to your godown place. You have to redirect your goods by creating a credit note and a delivery challan from the place where the goods are lying to your godown, your place, with another e-way bill. You cannot amend the previous old e-way bill.
So before moving to the next question, I'll just give you the idea about the membership. You all know probably, but still I'll request everyone that we educating are running the 3 categories of membership to support the tax consultant in day-to-day queries. The membership would consist of silver, gold, and platinum. So combinedly, I can say that we are handling the queries. We are supporting 5 notices in the year, and we are also providing the various webinar. Complete course in platinum membership, you can access my 65 hours course without any limitation. So we are running 3 categories of membership, starting silver 5,000 per annum, gold 10,000 per annum, silver 15,000 per annum. If anybody is interested, please connect on this number which is given on the website. The educating website would be the www.educating.com. If anyone is interested, it would be a great pleasure for all of us to connect in a community. Now let me take the next question. आशु चोपड़ा जी का आपने आंसर किया, राधिका टक्कर जी 80-20 rule is, sir, over to you, sir. Radhika Thakkar ji ka question, kindly can you take this question?
So this 80-20 rule is applicable for works conduct only for our construction services also. Radhika Thakkar ji, this 80-20 rule is applicable only in the case of the builder who is intending to sell the property constructed for residential purposes only. In any other case, this rule is not applicable. Hope I'm clear.
There is a question of Chandni Gupta ji. Kindly take the question. Sir, this is again related to the
builder. Sir, why commercial and residential builder differentiate to purchase from registered person? Yes, because for residential builders, earlier the rate of tax was the same as the commercial builders, but due to the reduction in the rate from 12% to 5%, that and in disallowance of input tax credit, because of revenue neutralization and factor, the revenue department has fixed that there should restriction on the inputs and input services from registered vendors and unregistered vendors. And being the cement is particularly more consumable item in the industry, for that it has been put at the on monthly basis. So next.
Fine. Abhay sir, is there any other item other than ice cream, pan masala, tobacco, aerated water on which composition scheme is restricted for manufacture? Yes, bricks is being added. That bricks wala item has been added. So because you are already the member, I request you can request in the WhatsApp group. We will share the notification along with the table on which the item is. You cannot take the composition for the manufacturing of that item. Over to you, sir. Next question.
Yeah. सर सप्लाई ऑफ मोटर व्हीकल बायर अगर खुद ड्राइव करते हैं और 20 किलोमीटर से कम मूवमेंट है तब ई-वे बिल जनरेट करना पड़ेगा. सप्लायर ऑफ मोटर व्हीकल बायर अगर खुद even to say a motor vehicle has been sold like a two-wheeler or a car in the automobile showroom and it has been driven by the owner who has purchased it. E-way bill is not required for that.
Correct. It is not required. See, if you are correctly, sir, told because you are moving your goods at own. See, first you are moving the motor vehicle at your own. So you are not using any other motor vehicle for movement of that goods. And but one point I like to clarify that there is no concept of 20 kilometer ka relaxation. In Rule 138, Sub Rule 14, last clause is talking about if you are moving the goods from your business place to the for the purpose of payment to the way bridge and it is 20 kilometer, then only you are relaxed. So only for the payment purpose there is a relaxation of 20 kilometer, not for any regular purpose. Let me take the next question. एडवोकेट जी, दो रजिस्टर्ड डीलर आपस में बिलिंग कर सकते हैं क्या, जबकि टैक्स कैश के द्वारा दिया जाता है, मालिक अलग अलग हैं, सेम स्टेट में कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सी ओनली टैक्स कैश के द्वारा दिया जाता है. आई डू नॉट फाइंड एनी प्रॉब्लम इन द जीएसटी. यू कैन डू द ट्रांजेक्शन द कैश. Yes, you have to check the relevant income tax rule that we are not discussing, but in the GST there is no problem. Sir, next question.
हाँ sir. One SSC who is Rajesh Pulli ji ka question. One SSC who is a composite dealer and purchased goods from Delhi open market where he is not getting purchase bill and he have to show sale for income tax purpose.
Sir, आपकी आवाज
नहीं, I'm just reading the question.
Sorry.
It's like similar unregistered vendor purchases, cash purchases, and the question regarding how to show sales. If you are able to show your sale, you can show it. And for procurement, you have the restrictions of cash payments. Like if you are coming under tax audit, it is 10,000 rupees per person per day limit is there. If the transaction value 269 ST transaction limit is there, you can go with that. Accordingly, you can accounting this.
Sir, there is a connective question. I think second question is also connected to that only. I think there is no
answer. Is SSC liable to pay RCM on purchase of tax purchase value because purchase bills are less than? It is not required unless otherwise specified goods under notification number 8/2017.
Sir, I request next question also to be taken by you. That is again builder reframed by the Mahendra ji.
No issues. I'll take it. In case of redevelopment, normally builder is liable under RCM, but if a tenant buy extra area constitutional price in compare with other buyer, is tenant liable to GST? If yes, then on what price? Normally builder is liable. See, redevelopment agreement, what I understood from this Mahendra Jain's question is, already a structure is there, which is there, and that society want to go for a redevelopment of that area. So transfer of development will come into picture. Builder will be liable for RCM for the unsold area to the extent, and any extra area is coming to them, there is no liability in that. For construction services provided, again, it will be discharged by the builder from collecting from the society or who are getting the redevelopment agreement done.
Fine. So what is the ISKIT? Sir, should I move to the next
Yeah,
question?
please, sir. I have
What is
answered.
ISKIT registration record? When it is required for import, you have to pay the see whatever the bill of entry would be furnished, payment of the custom IGST would be there for the ISKIT. Let me to take up the quick answer for the balance question. We have only 10 minutes left and there are a couple of questions. So I will take quickly reply to each question one by one. So Bala Gumurganji, I am taking, sir, I am taking the sale of land, including development charges, GST applicability, how it can be argued in the light of composite supply, including development charges. So any, sir, your view, please. Over to you.
Sir, sale of land in circular number 170, if I'm wrong. Sale of land with the development charges, it is not liable for GST. And input services for the developer, landowner, it will be liable as per the works contract.
Correct. Sri Kumar, see a buyer of the flat paid 90% of the, sir, you have to take about the questions for Sri Kumar.
I'm writing on behalf of Mr. Kapil Nagarji. As per GST, the sale of fixed asset will be added to in GST. Sale of land is over. I am writing on behalf of Kapil Nagarji. As per GST, sale of fixed asset will be added in GST turnover, whereas in books, this is off question. We have answered this question, sir.
Fine, no problem. We'll move to Dasu Chopra ji. In between GST number suspension and revocation, क्या return filing की penalty देनी होगी? In between GST number suspension and revocation. In between आपका क्वेश्चन किसी से MST स्कीम इन ITC क्लेम मिलेगा क्या? नहीं. आशुष चोपड़ा जी का कोई क्वेश्चन से कनेक्टेड है? ई वे बिल किस क्वेश्चन से लिंक्ड है? सर आप कुछ समझ पा रहे हैं?
No, sir, I'm not able to.
So fine. Either request, please post the question now. Retype. Notification 15 restrict the refund in the schedule to para 5. Exactly. Clause B, it is being restricted, but not mentioned para 6. So it means you are talking about the para 6 clause A works contract. If I'm making the supply the work contract, can I take the refund of input tax credit? See. Very truly said Sabita Sauji that notification 15 restrict the schedule to para 5 clause B, that construction of that building, civil structure or part thereof. If you are not covered by para 5 clause B and assumed you are covered elsewhere, then you are allowed to take the refund, no problem. You can take the refund of input, only input service or capital goods. We all know that input service has been done away by the Supreme Court and the capital goods are not allowed. So to that extent, I can say to the reply of your question. Sir, Mahendra ji ka next question. Kindly give your view, please.
Yeah, the dealer has already filed GST 9 and 9C after the due date, but late fees was not paid. Can dealer get benefit of amnesty scheme? No, sir. The amnesty scheme is given only for the returns filing period filed between in the period 1st April 2023 to 30th June 2023. Very specifically has been given. In any other date, the scheme will not be applicable.
Asu Chopra ji, but department check movement of the truck in one place, thus then same truck in other e-way bill. Any problem create hogi kya? Sir, over to you.
But department check movement of truck in one place, the same truck in other e-way bill. Why it will be a problem, sir? You are returning the goods from in between. You can divert the goods from one place to another place. There is no restrictions.
Okay.
If required, you can add another letter to the conveyance saying that this has been rejected by the customer and it has been returned to our place. Reason for making the return e-way bill.
A residential builder contractor is claiming the ITC for the residential building construction as it is disputed for claiming the ITC for his work as Supreme Court judgment want to give him the same. Sir, your view, please.
A residential building contractor is claiming ITC for his residential building construction as it is disputed for claiming the ITC for his works. A Supreme Court judgment was not given on the same. As on date, Safari Retreats case is pending with the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court. It is still in hearing process only. Judgment has been not awarded on that. So you cannot avail the ITC based on subject to the decision to be given by the Supreme Court. You can avail the ITC, but should not utilize it till the judgment comes out.
Okay. Next question, Isan Bansalji, can we take the ITC in the renovation work like ceiling fan, chair, new floor office while we are? Yes, no problem. See, whether you purchase the chairs and capitalize the same, there is no restrictions. So the debiting to the profit and loss account will come into the picture only for the clause C and the clause D, construction of immovable property. Only for that purpose it will come. But if I'm purchasing like a fixed asset, so obviously I will capitalize, and even if I'm capitalizing, I can take the ITC. Sir, Sri Kumar ji saying, my question on the GST.
I'll answer, sir. This has been answered in Platinum Group.
Which one?
Mr. Sri Kumar.
Okay, already answered. So if you can just
I'll repeat because of the audience who are present in the group, they can also have the benefit of this.
Yeah, yes, true. So that would be the last 2-3 last question, and then we can conclude. Before that, I would request everyone, if you like the discussion, agar aapko ye discussion acha lagta hai, I would request everyone to click on the like and also click on the subscribe button to enjoy this live discussion on every Sunday at 4 to 5 p.m. Over to you, sir, to give the reply for the Sri Kumar C question.
Yeah, a flat has been booked by Mr. A with the builder, and he has paid 90% of the consideration to the builder. In between, he want to transfer his right to purchase that agreement to another person, and he is transferring it for additional consideration. Say 90 lakhs has been paid to the builder, and he is selling it to the third person at 1 crore 20 lakhs. 30 lakhs is making margin, and another 10 lakhs has to be paid to the builder. So that 90 lakhs already paid to the builder, and GST has been discharged, and balance 10 lakhs the new buyer will pay to the builder, and the builder will discharge the liability. The margin, whatever the profit is made in between by the person first who made the agreement, if he is doing this, the intention of making profits, he has to discharge the liability on that commission end. Otherwise, it will not be liable for GST.
So I would also like to share things that Srinivas Sir is also associated with educating as a query resolution. So along with me, see now sir is also handling the queries to give the reply, to give the view. So it would be a great pleasure for all of us to connect through educating membership. So in any membership you can decide, but it would be really, I can say it would be the very benefit for all of you. And Vibhuti ji, sir, e-invoice or e-way bill? The answer would be e-invoice. Isant Bansalji, financial credit note are being issued by the supplier. Eventually, ITC accumulated any repercussion. So if you are reversing the, if you are reducing your output, so I am getting the particular financial credit note. So probably by the financial credit note, there is no requirement to reverse the ITC. Point number 1. Yes, unless and until it is being somehow linked to your ultimate sale price. You are receiving the financial credit note, you are reducing the price. If you can connect your outward supply, sale, and the credit note, then it may create the problem. I'm using the word may, not always. So depending upon the fact and circumstances of the cases. But yes, otherwise I can say financial credit note, no requirement of reversal of input tax credit. Last question, Ashu Chopra ji, sir, over to you. This is the last question for today's discussion.
Department suspended my GST number and cancel after 6 months. I am revocation my GST number. In between GST return का penalty देना होगी क्या? देना पड़ेगी sir. देना पड़ेगी, but you can go for a litigation also. That because of suspension, cancellation, I am not able to file the returns. There is no fault of mine. Because of delay in revocation of cancellation, I could not file the returns in time. It is at my no fault of mine. So kindly allow me to file the returns without making the penalty, late fees. You can go for a litigation. Opportunity is there in your favor.
So now we can conclude our today's discussion. It was a brilliant discussion, and I feel so much energy by having the two speaker and to give the resolving the query. So I can see that there is a quality also being increased somehow, because we two are different sharing the view. According to me, I am sharing my view. According to the sir thought, they are sharing the view. So similarly, on the same pattern, I would request everyone, if anyone like to come and present along as a co-speaker for handling the questions, I request please come and share the contact number. Once this video is uploaded, we will connect with you. My team would connect with you, and then when we can fix the date, it would be great pleasure for all of us. Like one by one, we can bring 1 or 2 main speaker or any co-speaker and handle the queries. So इससे क्या होगा कि हमारी थोड़ी community और knowledge हमारा काफी wider pattern पर increase होगा. And Srinivasan sir, over to you and to conclude this session.
Yeah. Sir, one last question, sir, if you can take it.
Please.
Bookkeeping under GST, bookkeeping period under GST. Records to be maintained for what period? 72 months.
Correct. So bookkeeping under GST bookkeeping period. हाँ, correct. 72 month. और that there is a clause B also कि अगर कोई already आपका GST का कोई matter चल रहा है, तो 1 more year आपको रखना पड़ेगा. That is even after the expiry of 72 month. So इसी के साथ सर बहुत अच्छा लगा कि सर मतलब आप साथ में आए इस बार. Literally, you are already connected with educating. So I have the privilege to disturb at any point of time to you.
Yes,
And will in future also we'll connect with you. And also I request personally to you, अगर और भी कोई अपनी इस टीम के साथ में एज ए कोई स्पीकर जुड़ना चाहते हैं, तो प्लीज ब्रिंग दैट ऑन द डायस. इट वुड बी ग्रेट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस.
Sure, sir. It's an honor to me. I thank each and every member, and particularly Arun sir, for giving me the opportunity to come in front of you all. This is the first time I am coming live. Feeling very happy for these moments.
Oh, great.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Goodbye to all of you.
Goodbye.